Hello, everybody. So excited to be here. And man, oh man, I love these calls. I am fired up from listening to everybody that has shared. Tracy, you literally just knocked it out of the park. Congratulations to everybody that has ranked up. And you guys, I was very inspired to wear this shirt. And if you guys can't understand it, here's the CEO, the managers, the supervisors, the employees, and it says, no thanks. It looks like a pyramid scheme to me. And that's what I want to talk to you about. All right, some of us are getting a little bit of pushback and a little bit of objection with people thinking that this is a pyramid. Well, first of all, they just simply don't know what they don't know, right? LiveGood is disrupting the industry, and people are a little bit taken back. And let's face it, whenever I was first introduced to LiveGood, I had no idea that this concept existed, because it didn't, nor did I understand how that you could really be successful here. You know, the prices were phenomenal. I was like, there's no way that the products could be good at that price point, because we've always been told, and they have validated, other companies have validated the price point, because in order for it to be top-notch quality, it had to be that price point. Well, we now know that that is simply not the case. But what do you do when somebody addresses or says to you, oh, it sounds like a pyramid? Well, first of all, I want you to be encouraging and receptive to their concern, and just validate what they said, meaning I understand what you're saying, and let's talk through this. Start asking questions of, I think a great question is, tell me exactly what a pyramid is. Okay, and you're going to stump them every single time, because nobody really even knows what a pyramid is, right? But by definition, it's where they're exchanging money for no goods or services, right? And so it is illegal. Pyramid schemes are illegal. Well, we have an incredible membership, which is our product, but then that membership gives us access to wholesale pricing of one day over 200 products and services. Yep. Okay, so maybe just instead of an instant rebuttal, let's face it, consistency is going to trump conspiracy every single time. So we're not trying to convince anybody here, all right? I don't want you to try to force anybody into seeing what you see. I want you to honor and respect people, and I just want you to say, hey, I understand your concern, and I know that this is a brand new business concept in the marketplace, but why don't you just go and take a look at these products and compare them? If that would make you feel better, compare to some of the products that are out in the marketplace. And all we're doing is simply just helping people save money on top quality products that is aligned where society is right now. And so as we validate their concerns, and as we just start to express how this is different from anything else out there, consistency is going to trump conspiracy. All right, so you're going to have to lead the charge, which means you're going to have to get on products, right? If you're trying to convince people that this membership has such value, but then you haven't even utilized your membership, you haven't even started taking the products, you haven't increased your belief. So you're trying to share something that hasn't really added much value to you. Okay, so understand that you've got to be the number one cheerleader of this membership. Is Amazon a scam? No. LiveGood is not a scam. We're simply a new membership that people put in place to save money. All right, so you've got to start saving money yourself. All right, so let's talk about social media. Just a few key points that I want to encourage you to think about as you're sharing LiveGood, whatever platform you're choosing to use. I personally use Facebook. I don't really venture out into other platforms because those are not my strengths. I haven't taught myself enough about those other platforms to start utilizing them. So I choose what works within your strengths. All right. But I want you to understand that what you represent on your wall matters. All right. So I want you to be kind. I want you to be encouraging. I want you to be inspiring to your audience. All right. If you're coming on social media as a Debbie Downer, but then you're trying to solicit a business that is the best thing that's ever happened to you, but then every other post is Debbie Downer post, you're sending a mixed message. Your audience is not buying it. All right. So you have to be authentic. You have to know your audience. When it comes to being authentic, transparency is important, you guys, but there has to be an even balance of when you're being transparent, you're sharing life experiences and circumstances that people can relate to, but then also, have you found a solution to get through the storm that you've been going through, or how are you overcoming? People love a story of an overcomer, right? And so you've got to be transparent and authentic. And that comes down to even what you're sharing in your post. I know a lot of times we're super busy and we go into, okay, that post looks really good. And then we just snag it and throw it up on our wall. And sometimes we're not even reading what we're sharing. All right. So then your audience, who knows that that is not necessarily something that is relevant to you. Like I'm a top leader in the company, but yet you've never done network marketing, but you snag somebody else's post. Okay, you've got to take the time to read what you're going to copy and paste, and just be genuine in your words, because you're going to do one thing, is turn off your warm market, because they know that this is not from you. All right, so put it in your words, put your excitement into the post. Whenever we're talking about knowing your audience, if you're not speaking, if you don't have a whole audience of network marketers, why are you trying to just solicit a business whenever your audience is probably looking for good products at an incredible value? Okay, so then you want to tailor that message to the people who are on your wall, right? So make sure that the message matches the audience reading it. All right. So I wanted to encourage you with that. And then people do business with who they like, know, and trust. Let me ask you a couple of things. Have you even gone to the people that you know, that you like, and that trust you? Okay, sometimes we haven't even opened our mouth to the people that we already have the best connection with. All right, and I know there's certain circumstances where your Aunt Sally and Uncle Joe are gonna be, they're the Debbie Downers in your life, and they will have something to say because they're trying to protect you. But let's face it, all we're doing is adding value to people. We're I bet 100% of the time going to save money. So don't try to convince them to make money initially. I love Curry's encouragement to just enroll members for $9.95 and then let them fall in love with the product. Unfortunately, I had somebody that came into this business model, never tried a product, but she was one of the first people in. She would have already had $20 of residual in her matrix, which already covers her membership, but she never tried one product and she canceled. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, because I know I have vision for what's to come. I know what's going to happen. And she just threw away the best opportunity that is out there. But you know why? Because LiveGood hadn't offered any value by the products. If she had tried the products, she would know just how good they are. She would have been impacted, and she would have saw that that $10 a month was going to help save her money, and then over time create a residual income. This is a membership with perks. Okay, so I want to talk to you about the membership, the beautiful magic of the matrix. Although we can earn, that is a portion of the compensation plan. We can earn in the matrix by being members. Is that going to provide life-changing income on the front end of this business opportunity? No. It's not. I hate to burst your bubble if you think you're going to be making $2,000 in 30 days. It's simply not going to happen. But you know what I do know is that it will happen over time. There will be a membership with perks, just like your credit cards give you a rebate at the end of maybe 1 year of utilizing their credit card service, and then you get a reward. Think about this. LiveGood is giving us a reward, but it's on a monthly basis, okay? And who cares if it's just, it starts off as a quarter, 50 cents, 75 cents. Some of you guys are getting paid and you've never even lifted a finger to share with one person, but you're disappointed in what LiveGood is already giving you a membership with perks, okay? It is a membership with perks. Utilize your membership, save money, get the perks on the monthly basis. I would encourage you, if you are wanting to make money right now, then you need to be talking to people right now. It takes conversations. It takes getting out there. If you have to get uncomfortable to do it, then get uncomfortable to do it. But here's what I know. When I captured the entire vision of what LiveGood could be for my family, Curry, you know, one of your testimonies, I'll say it over and over and again. It was Tim Miller's story that opened my eyes to the vision of LiveGood. And then when I hopped on my first training and you were sharing the vision of you haven't even started this business until you recruited 100 people. So what did I do? I went out there and recruited 100 people. And now we're 220 people deep into sharing this membership. But the reality is I had to capture the vision for myself. The first month of me getting a residual income was $16 and some change, right? And I was fired up because I went into my compensation. I broke down what that looked like. But the 30-day run that I went on and put 100 people into this business this month, and I knew that it was going to come in August. My efforts in June were going to be paid in August, okay? We're planting seeds. I'm already looking forward to September and October. But what happened in August, after the residual and how this compensation plan works, my $16 residual check that I earned in July, all of a sudden paid me $453 in August.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my gosh. And I already know that the team is already doubled. So what's coming in September? So I'm like, if people simply understood, if they want to make a real residual income, it's not going to be counting quarters in your matrix of the spillover. It's going to happen by your efforts, by you getting out there, you sharing, you talking. The value that LiveGood offers every single person is something that you should be telling every single person that you know. If they're not ready to hear it yet, then again, consistency trumps conspiracy. Your consistent effort is going to matter. Your consistency taking these products is going to matter. Your consistency with sharing is going to matter. So do not let something that you've had a vision for, something that you've said yes to, all of a sudden you're hitting some roadblocks, some frustrations. Nobody said this was going to be the magical journey of ease. Nothing worth having is going to come easy. You've got to put effort. How on earth are you going to expect to earn eventually even $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month? How are you going to get to diamond if you're not willing to do the work? Okay, this is a work program. We're not soliciting some poof. All of a sudden, you're going to make a gajillion dollars here. Get your priorities straight. Get your understanding straight of what we're offering. The efforts that you put in now will come out later. And consistency trumps conspiracy. Stay consistent. Stay in the game. Keep changing lives, guys. Back to you, Ben.